California. It's some climbing and some terrain. You'll notice that 44 miles is the distance, and that we start off with 206 miles of range. So if you go by this display, you would think that you'd get there with 162, that it's uphill quite a ways. So you can see that on this graph, and this is the display we're going to use to go. Now, Trip Planner says we should use about 68 or 70 miles of range. So let's see how we do. So here's our consumption display. You'll notice that it's been partially reset because we stopped for a little bit of a scenic view. We've still got some twisty roads to drive on, and we're currently showing 175 miles of range left and about 30 miles left to go. Consumption progressing predictably, just slightly off the projected line. We're going to arrive within 1 or 2% of the original number. As you can see here, we're doing slightly better than our projected consumption on this portion of the trip. That's why the green line is above the gray line. And we're still pretty close to our original projection on energy. Okay, and our current miles to empty is 147. So if we were going by that only, we'd be getting pretty worried. But if you look down here, we're right on the mark, no problem. And we've still got about 18 miles to go.
Go one more.
So we're showing 128 miles and 48% left on our estimated range. Oh, 127 miles, 48%. Okay, here we are departing with 124 miles on our journey to the supercharger at Cabazon. And here's our energy profile. This one's really interesting. We're going to leave with 47% and arrive with 44%. For a total consumption of 3% of our energy to travel 28 miles. Should be a very interesting trip. Consumption ahead of the curve. Okay, from this point until our final destination, we're actually going to arrive at our final destination with more energy than we have right now. And we've still got 21 miles to go. You'll notice we've got 44%. We're going to arrive, it says, with about 45%. And that's with 21 miles to go. If you can see the odometer over there, but we've got 123 miles of rated range, and we've got 6 miles left to go, so that's kind of cool. Okay, here we are at the supercharger. We've arrived with 46% and 119 miles.